What it do, y'all? Today on this video, we're gonna be trying to get this engine to start. As you can tell, the motors I already put back together. I did a lot of the wiring last night for it, so when I came in today, I can easily start it. I actually turned it over last night, but I didn't have any spark plugs in. I was just saying how good it was, the compression was, and it was pretty good. So the motor turns over and everything. I didn't hear any knocking or scratching. So I got an oil pressure gauge hooked up just in case. And you will, in order to hook up an oil pressure gauge, well, manual. I like the manual style oil pressure gauge. I think they read more accurate. But to get it hooked up, you gotta buy this little adapter right here in order to actually hook it up. So don't just go out and buy an oil pressure gauge. You're gonna be disappointed when you get back to the house. So you're gonna have to buy an adapter for it. I listed in the comments on that part number. That part number you'll need to order that part. So yeah, I'm finna go ahead and start gapping these spark plugs and switch these vehicles around, move the truck closer, and hopefully I can get it dropped in by today. I mean, if I had two people, I'll probably be able to do it, but I'm finna go ahead and start gapping these spark plugs. All right, y'all, it's actually a couple hours later. I couldn't get the motor to start. Then I finally got it to start. What was going on with it, what it was doing. I'll put my power wire to my starter, but my starter would never turn over. Well, my starter was turning over, but the motor, it was just, spinning. It was just, basically a sign of not enough power. So I end up using a vehicle that was already running because I had the battery out the Mercury. So I used my other vehicle, jumped it off, and tried to use the battery power from it. Still was doing the same thing. Now I couldn't figure out why in the world was it doing that. I mean, I checked all the grounds was good. It even came down to the point where it melted a set of jumper cables. I was like, man, it was getting hot. It was getting power. So all my grounds was correct. So I ended up buying a whole new set of jumper cables, and I finally got it to start. But the way I got it to start, I had two separate batteries. I had one battery going to the starter, and I had the other battery powering the whole system because I was like, it's obviously a battery problem. Because at first I thought it was the crank position sensor, but I figured it wasn't that because it wasn't even turning over. Like at first I thought it wasn't getting sparked as well, but it just wasn't turning over as fast. But yeah, so basically what I did, I had two separate batteries, and I had one set of cables going straight to the starter and to the block, and then I had the other one going powering the whole system, like I just said, and it finally started up. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna need two batteries for this application. I'm not too sure, or maybe the batteries that I got are too small. I'm not too sure about that either. But usually the batteries I usually buy, I don't know why I'm recording the pole. The batteries I usually buy are at least 800 to 1,000 cold cranking ounces, but the batteries I got right on hand right now, they are 650 cold cranking ounce, and yeah, they both are like 650 cold cranking ounce. So I'm figuring that's might be my problem. So I'm gonna try and get a bigger battery when I put this in. But if it doesn't work, I know what to do. I'm just gonna run two separate batteries. I mean, if I have the room for it, one battery can go over there, and I can, it ain't nothing to fab up a little bracket to go right there. But as you can tell, I got the vehicles moved around as well. Yeah, so this is what it's come down to. I would start it up for y'all, but I live here, y'all don't.
If I get into it with them, I gotta live here and you don't. Don't be getting it, you gonna get me in trouble.
It's when I started up twice to make sure, and it's just way too loud in this garage. If it was out in the open, I'd probably be more okay with doing it, but since this up in the garage it's just bouncing off everywhere. It's loud. Okay, moving on to the next step. Get this. I'm trying to get this engine turned around, put it towards that way, put the dirty dingo brake motor mounts on here, and see how it looks when it sits in. See, is it gonna butt up to the transmission? Make sure I don't need no other parts before I actually get started, because I'm looking about, like, since it's around the holidays, shipping might take a little longer. So I'm finna go ahead and see, do I need the part? I'm thinking about just going ahead and order the part. I still gotta clean up majority of the wires, but I'm not too much worried about them right now, because I can always, I'm just gonna keep the original harness mounted up in there because there's enough slack in it, so I can work on it that way. That's not my concern right now. My concern is actually getting the engine up in here. So I'm gonna take these dirty dingoes off and slap them on here, see how they look. All right, y'all, just because I care about my car community people more than my neighbors, I'm finna go ahead and give y'all a little quick startup. I ain't gonna run the fuel tank. I hit the fuel tank. I ain't gonna run the fuel pump. Simple fact is, it's gonna stay running too long. Like I said, it's real loud. Technically open headers. I'm just gonna spray this crack in the can in there. 2 little sprays. I ain't gonna do much, but I don't need it going crazy. I got all my wires disconnected, so it won't stay on too long. But it's loud though. It's real loud, so I'm gonna try my best to snatch it off just in time for it. So here we go. My little jumper wire that I'm using. Oh shit. Pumps make mistake too. So here we go. Oh shit. It's doing the same thing. I probably gotta put that second battery on there again. Yep, it's doing the same thing. God dang. Alright. Whew, shit. You got good oil pressure though. Like I said, I'm gonna name this joker Mayhem. If it wasn't in the damn garage, I'd keep it running for longer. But since it's in the garage, I'm not taking any chances. As you can see, I got the oil pressure gauge hooked up. It gets in between that 50 and that 25, so I'm gonna say it's roughly about 40 pounds of oil pressure. About 40 pounds of oil pressure. So it's looking good. I'm gonna get this engine turned around and push everything out the way. Like I said, I'm finna work with them. I gotta take them dirty dingoes off and switch everything over. So whew, wish me luck after that one. All right, y'all, it's the next day. I decided not to put it in last night. Like I said, it got too dark. I want to be able to see everything I was doing. I got all the wires tucked out the way. Everything's moved out the way. I got to finish dropping this exhaust pipe right here that they had up there. I got to finish dropping that. Make sure ain't nothing in the way still. I removed all the transmission cooling lines, the gas lines, basically everything's out the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and get this dropped in today. Well, not even gonna try. I am gonna get it dropped in today. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start by removing this exhaust pipe right quick and start jacking this back up. So after multiple attempts, I finally got the exhaust pipe off. Went through multiple diagram of blades. As you can see, I couldn't find my reciprocating saw blades. So I ain't feel like going to the store to buy none right now. So I was like, I'm just gonna use what I got, and I had multiple of them. Finally got that cut off because they had it welded on for one piece. You know, that situation where you put something together and you don't think about taking it off. All you know, you want to put this new part on. That's exactly what they did. Cause I mean, the only way you was gonna get that off was cut it. So got that cut loose. Now I'm finna go ahead and try and drop this engine in here. Then I'm gonna mess around with the fuel system. I still gotta drop the gas tank. Some fact is, I gotta put a bigger fuel pump in there. I'm going with a 340 liter per hour fuel pump that I'm dropping here that I had from the LS Mercury. I would have put the 255 liter per hour in there, but I might as well go ahead and have something that's got a little more oomph to it, just in case for, you know, future performance. That's all I'm gonna say. For future performance, I'm gonna go ahead and drop that in there. So I'm finna go ahead and lift this bad boy up with this cherry picker and drop it in. See what I can get out of it. Hopefully it does right. Alrighty, I got it hovering over here because I got to put the oil pan back on. The reason why I got the oil pan off, you skip through the video, it wasn't gonna clear this, and my original plan was take this top bracket off. I took the whole face off, and I was gonna try and do it that way, but then I realized it's a lot more to taking this off. You got this whole front radiator support got to come off. I was like, I'm not finna do all that. I decided to take the oil pan off, and that's the easiest way I figured to do it. So yeah, I'm finna go ahead and start bolting this transmission pan back on, cleaning some of this grease off of it, and try and get it set down in there. Yeah. Got the oil pan back installed. Changed out the oil filter, put a micro guard on there. And yeah, I'm finna go ahead and try and stick this bad boy down in here. Moment of truth right here. Moment of truth. All right, y'all, moment of truth. Got all the wires out the way. Trying to set it down. Wish me luck. I don't know if I should be praying or not, but you talking about nervous. See, I know it's gonna slide back when I pump it down. Whew, Lord. Let's see what we do. I probably gotta turn it on. All right, y'all. It's going down. My gloves got real slippery. Yep, my gloves too slippery. Let's see what I can get, baby. All right, it's going down. Come on, jerk. Damn, why is it so fucking tight? Okay, there she go. rocking crazy now. All of a sudden, it don't want to creep down. Take these hose off. Whoever made these type of clamps for these type of hoses, I love and hate them at the same time. They quick to go on, but they just a pain to go off. Like you can see where it's supposed to hook on it, but I can never get these. I can never get them to hook on. Lord have mercy. All right. It's like a wire gonna catch up in there. All right, so this will end up happening. I got one side in over here. I got the bolt and everything in on this side over here. Now I'm just trying to get everything in on this side. Since I got the pulleys in the center, it's not lifting up this side like I want to, because it's pulling on that side first, and then it'll lift this side. I need this side to come up. As you can see, it's way past the hole that I needed to get at. So I just had an extra seatbelt laying around, and I'm finna get ready and tie this up, and I'm just pull on this one side to raise it up. So that's what's going on. That's the step I'm at. I'm actually nervous for the look on the bottom of this truck right now at the transmission. I'm not too sure how it's looking, but I hope that it's, it's A1, but it's not a big deal for me to just go and get another transmission. But let's hope this one works, because this transmission that's in there, it worked perfectly fine. Like, it wasn't no issues with this transmission. It's 4-wheel drive transmission, and I plan on hooking my 4-wheel drive back up. So hopefully I can get everything in running smooth, okay, like I want to. So I'm finna go ahead and start. Boy, having a hard head ain't gonna get you nowhere far. But I should just went with my first gut and went ahead and bought the spacer. But I was just wanting to see will it work. So what I ran into, I got everything bolted up. Of course, this is not gonna stay like this. I got the spacer coming in tomorrow for the torque converter. This right here, this torque converter that I have on there, is actually a newer model for L60 torque converter. I was just trying to see was it gonna work, because I mean everything lines up, like the splines and everything lines up. But the thing is, this tunnel is way shorter than the newer model for L60 tunnel. And the problem I ran into is when I was tightening it up, as far as it was going, and it maxed out on the face of the flywheel, and the flywheel, it won't budge. Basically, it's just that tight on there. I was just testing it out to see was it gonna work. The motor is not officially actually in there. I still got all the bolts loosened up, so I can take it back out. I'm finna actually take some of the bolts out right now. Put a jack stand up on the transmission to hold it in its place. And I'm gonna jack the motor out tomorrow, so I can basically everything can go smooth tomorrow. I pull this up, slide the original torque converter back in, call it a day. And yeah, that's basically it. That's just a rundown. So I'm finna go ahead and start on the wiring up the inside, well, finding my other wires, and I'm gonna holler back at you.
boss. Yeah, I might just get a nigga more known. Yeah, might put some paper on your boss. It cost to be a boss. I woke up feeling